Inspiring small Parisian apartments that bring Parisian sophistication home. Welcome to a world where elegance is effortless, charm is quiet, and every corner tells a story. Parisian apartments have long captivated the imagination. Those sunlit rooms with tall windows, crisp linen curtains, imperfect antiques, and a sense of poetry that floats through the air like music. Step inside and feel the Parisian charm unfold from the very first moment. A small entryway doesn't need to be empty or dull. Parisian apartments prove that every inch counts. A chic console table paired with an antique mirror sets the tone, reflecting soft daylight and extending the room visually. Hook rails lined with stylish hats and scarves become conversational pieces, while a vintage ceramic bowl holds keys with effortless grace. Elements like a woven basket for shoes or a tiny tufted bench remind us that practicality and elegance can coexist without compromise. In a Parisian-inspired space, the entrance becomes a soft invitation to linger and feel at home. A well-designed Parisian living room evokes casual confidence. Low-slung sofas in muted creams or elegant charcoal tones set the foundation, while flea market wooden tables bring texture and history. The walls take center stage, ornate molding, framed black and white photography, or a beautifully aged art print pulled from a second-hand shop. Throw pillows in natural linen adds softness without clutter. Lighting elevates the space. Soft lamps with layered shades, a vintage chandelier overhead, even candles placed atop dusty books. The Parisian approach is not about perfection, but about soulful curation. Every object tells a story. Every corner offers calm. Even the smallest nook becomes an opportunity for romance in Parisian decor. Picture a velvet accent chair tucked beneath a tall window, paired with a slender brass floor lamp. A tiny marble-topped side table completes the vignette, perfect for morning espresso or late-night red wine. The key is restraint. One or two beautiful objects over dozens of decorative trinkets. Soft textures like mohair throws or boucle cushions invite a gentle exhale. A vintage poster or an abstract sketch in a thin frame offers visual depth without overwhelming. Just one corner, handled thoughtfully, can represent the entire apartment's charm. Parisian kitchens are designed to function beautifully. A compact space gleams with matte cabinetry, brass handles, and white quartz, everything effortless, nothing loud. Open shelving displays only what deserves the spotlight: ceramic mugs, worn copper pots, aged cookbooks. The stove sits like an elegant monument at the center of attention, often dressed with a linen tea towel. For storage, baskets slide under counters and drawer inserts sort spices by name. Lighting is gentle and warm, casting golden reflections on stone countertops. Meals here are not rushed. A slow simmering pot turns the kitchen into a space of ritual and living art. When space is scarce, the Parisian dining nook becomes a treasure. A petite cafe-style table rests beneath an oversized window, surrounded by a pair of elegant bentwood chairs. Linen napkins drape naturally across the table, next to a clear vase holding fresh flowers, perhaps peonies or simple wild blooms gathered at the market. A candle in a vintage brass holder completes the picture, turning quick breakfasts or leisurely dinners into intimate affairs. The joy of this nook lies not in extravagance but in atmosphere: quiet music, light conversation, and the hum of the city outside the glass. French apartments reveal a love of clever storage. Floating shelves with decorative brackets hold plates and textiles within reach, while tall cabinets frame the refrigerator to create a seamless look. Storage crates beneath sinks keep cleaning supplies hidden, and drawer organizers ensure utensils are never tangled. Glass jars serve as functional art, displaying dry goods like lentils and herbs in warm tones. Even cookware doubles as decor: cast iron hanging from hooks along the wall or stacked neatly on a stove shelf. This intentional design transforms necessity into beauty, all while honoring the Parisian belief that less is more. Lighting is the heartbeat of Parisian interiors. Instead of harsh overhead bulbs, layers of warm, flattering light bring softness to the space. Imagine a chandelier with delicate crystal droplets catching the afternoon sun. On side tables, antique lamps cast pools of cozy illumination over well-loved books. A tall standing lamp near the sofa provides ambient glow for conversations, reading, or long evenings of reflection. Candles flicker inside ornate holders, creating shimmering shadows across crown molding and polished wood floors. The Parisian approach isn't about brightness, it's about mood, emotion, and the quiet embrace of home. The Parisian bedroom whispers serenity. A neutral linen duvet anchors the space, layered with a soft woolen throw and pillows embroidered with subtle motifs. A modest headboard, either tufted, wrought tan, or wood, adds visual grounding. Above the bed, a framed sketch or an impressionist print lends quiet personality. Curtains drape generously from ceiling to floor, filtering morning light in romantic shades of ivory. A tiny nightstand holds essentials: a novel, a candle, perhaps a single flower in a glass vase. This room doesn't overwhelm, it invites rest, allowing every piece to speak with quiet sophistication. Closet spaces in Parisian apartments are often compact, but their organization is genius. Instead of overflowing hangers, carefully selected garments hang loosely with breathing room. A palette of creams, blacks, and muted earth tones helps maintain visual calm. Silk blouses and tailored jackets sit alongside crisp shirts, each chosen with purpose. A small chest holds seasonal scarves and jewelry, while shoe storage hides discreetly beneath the lowest shelf. Hooks placed strategically on the wall hold handbags or hats. The Parisian closet reminds us that elegance is not about abundance, it is about selection, curation, and confidence. Parisian bathrooms embrace intimacy. Soft white tiles, vintage brass fixtures, and muted plaster walls create a spa-like atmosphere. A pedestal sink becomes a sculpture in its own right. Overhead, a classic mirror, ornate or geometric, reflects not just your face but the elegance of daily rituals. Fresh eucalyptus hangs near the shower, releasing subtle aromatics. Tidy storage baskets hold rolled towels and skincare tucked out of sight. Even soap trays and toothbrush holders become artful objects. The space functions efficiently, yet every detail feels chosen rather than merely installed. It is small, yes, but deeply luxurious. Lighting transforms bathrooms from functional spaces to havens. Instead of glaring LED bars, warm sconces flank the mirror, providing flattering, candle-like radiance. The soft glow makes each morning and evening ritual feel indulgent. Undershelf lighting highlights toiletries like perfume bottles or artisan soaps, turning them into reflective jewels. At bath time, candles flicker along tiled edges, turning steam into poetry. The Parisian philosophy is clear: lighting should honor the human face and human heart. It should be gentle and nurturing, not stark or clinical, no matter how small the space. Even laundry finds its place in Parisian homes with grace. A tiny corner near the kitchen or bathroom houses a compact washer behind cabinet doors. Above it, custom shelving stores detergents in glass jars and folded linens in woven baskets. A marble tray might hold dryer sheets or fragrance sachets, transforming household chores into rituals with beauty. Nothing is rushed. Even laundry day is approached with slow purpose. The key is concealment. What feels utilitarian is tucked away, leaving only calm surfaces. The Parisian way always asks, how can simple tasks feel more delightful? A Parisian home office doesn't need a full room. A desk by a window becomes a studio. Natural light pours over papers, books, and a slim laptop. A bentwood chair curves around the body as you write or browse. Above the desk, only one or two items adorn the wall: a minimalist clock, a black ink drawing, or a quote in delicate typography. Fresh flowers bring color and scent. The atmosphere is hushed, allowing creativity to bloom. Productivity here is not frantic. It is poetic, slow, and intentional, much like the rhythm of the Parisian streets outside. French life is deeply tied to literature. A corner bookshelf brims with French classics and art books: Proust, Hugo, Modiano, each chosen for its voice. A cushioned armchair invites lingering afternoons, paired with a throw blanket worn soft by time. A small lamp casts amber light, turning the reading corner into a private sanctuary. The scent of aged paper mingles with the cool evening air drifting in. This sacred nook reminds us that books are not just stored, they are loved, displayed, and interacted with. Even in a tiny apartment, knowledge and imagination do not require much space. Artwork is key to Parisian interiors. Rather than crowding walls from floor to ceiling, pieces breathe in open space. A gallery of mismatched frames holds sketches, vintage postcards, or museum print reproductions. Each piece carries a memory: an afternoon flea market run, a Parisian poster tube pulled from a sidewalk shop. Prints lean casually on shelves, effortless and chic. No rules dominate. Proportions and emotion matter more than perfection. Every art arrangement becomes a self-portrait of its owner, quietly telling stories that are never rushed or shouted. Parisian spaces are tactile experiences. Fabrics play a central role. Thick wool rugs under coffee tables, linen napkins folded by hand, or muslin throws draped across sofas. The layers are never excessive, always intentional. A needlepoint pillow adds whimsy, while velvet cushions deepen the room's warmth. Curtains fall full length, grazing floors and softening corners. Textiles are chosen not only for decor but for touch, comfort, and emotion. The fabrics invite you to slow down, to curl onto the sofa, sip tea, and relish the sanctuary you've created. A Parisian dining table is more than wood. It is a gallery of shared moments. Linen tablecloths ripple over edges, catching candlelight. Ceramic plates with subtle irregularities honor handmade craft. Silverware carries patina. Glassware reflects delicately like morning dew. Meals are not rushed. A bowl of figs or apples becomes centerpiece art. Even a simple dinner of baguette, cheese, and olives becomes a celebration, offering nourishment to both body and spirit. No matter the menu, it is the ritual of sitting, tasting, and conversing that defines sophistication. Parisian kitchens excel at the art of display. Open shelves reveal curated stories, stacked plates, lavender bundles, preserved jars in amber tones. But behind cabinet doors lies disciplined organization. No chaos, only intention. Every pot has a purpose, every dish its moment. Items rotate like wardrobe pieces. Unused pieces are donated or hidden away. Visibility becomes a design language. What is shown speaks to identity and mood. What remains hidden preserves harmony. It's a reminder that simplicity isn't about having less, it's about honoring what we truly value. Bedroom storage blends seamlessly into the wider decor. A vintage dresser becomes sculpture, topped with antique perfume bottles and porcelain trays. Drawers glide quietly, revealing neatly folded garments scented with lavender sachets. Underbed storage hides seasonal bedding inside fabric bins. Jewelry hangs from delicate hooks or rests in velvet-lined organizers. Every piece has a resting place, eliminating visual noise. The design teaches us a gentle truth. Messy spaces disrupt the peace of the mind. Parisian interiors preserve calm, inviting sleep as an act of self-care. Parisian living rooms are spaces to breathe. The furniture arrangement encourages conversation rather than television watching. A small soundscape, classical music, soft jazz, or French cafe ambience fills the air. A low coffee table holds worn hard covers, perhaps a ceramic tray of chocolates or salted caramel. Evenings stretch without hurry. Friends arrive with wine, stories, or simply shared silence. The space nurtures the soul and reminds us of one of France's greatest luxuries: time. Here, sophistication is not dramatic. It is human, warm, and lived in.